Welcome to Wellness with Lajo. I'm Lajo, and thank you so much for being with me. Bladder tumor is something that grows rapidly and aggressively. So even though we knew it was at a very, very early stage, I knew that I had to take it out immediately and not delay the process. So that's the reason why I went in for the resection to get it out. Not exactly a surgery really, but it was a process, of course, yes. And I didn't have an easy time coming out of the anesthesia. As a matter of fact, I was in recovery for about 4 to 5 hours, and maybe that, I think, added to another day in the hospital for me. But there are different factors really that do come into play as well. So one does need to look at all possibilities, all pros and cons before taking any action. Find out what are your options. So when 2 years ago, I tried to look up for information on bladder tumor. There was almost nothing to be found on internet. And what are the other ways for us to find information really? Back then, the only thing I knew of was immunotherapy being the only treatment for it. Today, when I look up for information on bladder tumor, there is so much more to be found, in fact. That is another learning really. Do your own research as well. Whatever your condition may be, find out what it means. Surgeries, chemotherapy, or even immunotherapy for that matter. Then there is Ayurveda, homeopathy, and yoga. That is another thing that helps. One of the reasons for bladder tumor given by the doctor was food coloring, and the other being preservatives in the foods. So that's what actually goes into your processed food and restaurant food as well. Takeaways, all of that. What do you think goes into our biryanis and butter chicken and so many other things, even cakes, of course, all the colors in there. All of those actually settle down in the urinary bladder. They do not get expelled from the system. Main reason for that being we do not drink enough water. That was my biggest learning 2 years ago, as a matter of fact, because I was not drinking enough water until then. So I used to get dehydrated very often. Back in Mumbai, my doctor used to keep telling me, you're getting dehydrated. So every time I would go to her with dizziness, dizzy spells, headaches and things like that, I thought it was a migraine, and it just turned out to be dehydration. It's back then that the seed for a tumor set in. Way back then. And that is actually a fact. Tumors don't happen suddenly. Cancer doesn't just happen suddenly out of the blue. There has to be a reason, a backstory to it really. So your immune system being compromised for various reasons, including dehydration. Hydrating your body is the only way that you expel all the rejects, whether it's the chemicals in the foods, whether it is the pollutants that we take into our system, the unhealthy diet, alcohol, smoke, cigarette smoke, or the air pollution around us, other chemicals around us affecting our body, including water. If your water is chemically changed or polluted, that becomes one of the things adding on to all the negatives. The only thing really that helps is to purify the body. Drinking a lot of water, intermittent fasting, fruits and vegetables, fresh food. These are things which have actually helped me bring all of the inflammation down in my body. Besides the food, of course, there are a lot of other practices also that do come in. Of course, yoga and meditation. And the entire mindset that you're not going to let anything get you down. That's the positive attitude, right? With that comes the fact that you're not going to get stressed anymore. Because stress is the biggest killer. When I know that I am getting stressed about something, I can actually switch that stress off through practices like meditation, journaling, visualizing what is causing the stress Why is it causing havoc within your body, within your mind, and destructuring the event? Because at the end of the day, stress is not really going to help solve any issues. Other things being, of course, pollutants around the house, pollutants in the lifestyle itself, changing your lifestyle, getting more fit, getting more active, getting more movement, keeping a healthy, happy mindset. Those are important things too. What I'm saying here really is whatever path you choose to take to heal yourself, believe in it and support yourself, heal yourself with food, proper, healthy food. That is absolutely at the base, at the root of any kind of healing. I have quite a few new videos coming up as well on things that I do at home, a lot of DIY stuff that I make at home. Why do I do that? Because I want to get away from chemicals, from preservatives, all natural stuff. Let me just give you a hint here. Some cosmetics, skincare, a lot of good stuff coming up. If you haven't yet subscribed, then please hit the red button down here on the side. Don't forget to hit the bell as well, because that will help you get notifications of all the latest videos coming up. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a lovely day, have a lovely year ahead. And there's a new year coming up too, 2021. So there's more for that. I will be talking to you in one of the newer videos as well. Stay with me. Gracias, snoring away.